Apologize for technical difficulties. We are back up and running here from Palm Springs Stadium. All you missed was the top of the sixth. It was a pop out from Connor Hennings, a fly or a single for Antonio Cruz, and a ground ball double play to end the top of the sixth. We are now in the bottom of the sixth, and the score still remains 4-3. Johnny Young back to the hill. His first pitch misses high and tight to Elvis Farina Jr., who is 1 for 2 today. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties here today, but should be back up and running with no problems. Elvis Farina, bunt single his last time up here as the LumberJacks trying to add to their lead for the last potential ups for the day. This one fouled out of play. Elvis Farina followed by Josh Hernandez and Bailey Bordas here in the inning. We had a small internet glitch here at the ballpark. All of our internets went down here at Palm Springs Stadium, including front office and, of course, up here in the press box. Sorry you had to miss that sixth inning. Flowing down the right field line, 2 strikes here on Elvis Farina Jr. is the DH. Just 3 strikeouts today for the Grizzly pitching staff, one of them coming from Johnny Young, who's still on the hill. Outside with it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Young comes back and got him to chase it. Went with a changeup there. And down goes Farina Jr. for the first out. Farina Jr. kind of celebrated after that, but he really tipped his pitch there. He's lucky Farina didn't pick up on it. He short-armed that pitch. If he does that again, especially to Josh Hernandez, who just saw it too, be ready. 1-0. Josh Hernandez, an RBI double back in the second. He struck out in the fourth. One-0 pitch. Bouncing ball on a short hop to Mark Kirkland, who handles with ease. 2 down. Bailey Bordas is 0 for 2 today, looking for a knock. And again, it's just a 1-run lead right now for the LumberJacks. High and tight, 1-0. Coming up after this one, we're probably looking at a 12 o'clock start if you are joining us for Haymakers and Blue Sox at 11:30. That ball game obviously will be pushed back. It's 11:22, and this one's still rolling. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Bordas a pop out and a strikeout today. He sold that one again. He short arms that off-speed pitch. That let Bailey Bordas know there's nothing I'm going to do with this thing. Fouled off. 2-2 here. When the Grizzly come to the plate in their final ups potentially of the season. Exact order, part of the order you want. Middle. Hayden Huff, Jude Luttrell, Mark Kirkland, and then potentially Jake Biscalouz. And that'll get him to swing and miss. So a 1-2-3 frame here for Johnny Young. Even though a couple of mistake pitches were left over the plate, the LumberJacks still can't do anything with it. We have played 6 to the 7th. 3 outs for the Jacks to advance to the semis. Coming up next. Last hope for the Grizzly here. They'll send their best to the plate. Hayden Huff, Jude Luttrell, and Mark Kirkland trying to find at least one and potentially force extra as they trail in this ball game. 4-3 as we enter the top of the sixth. Jared Heilman looking for the 4-out save as he finds the strike zone on Hayden Huff. It's 0-1. Huff has walked twice today and scored once. He's 0 for 1 otherwise. Kick a deal on its way. The 0-1 pitch is in for a strike. Grizzly have been able to put base runners on in every inning today. They scored once in the third, twice in the fifth, and left the bases loaded that inning. In the dirt with it, 1-2. So they've had traffic on the bases. Just have not necessarily been able to come up with the big hit too many times today. Jude Luttrell had an RBI single, and then Mark Kirkland had a 2-run single. And again, they're due up this inning. Breaking ball, called strike 3, perfect spot for Heilman, and there's one gone in the 7th. I mean, this is a very close ball game. Again, on paper, 13 versus a 1. You may not consider that. But if we look at recent past here with these two clubs, they played in pretty tight contests entering today with each other. Luttrell, 1 for 2 today with that aforementioned RBI single, and Heilman finds the outside corner. It's 0-1. This is about as tight as you can get. The Grizzly have never led in this ball game. Closest they got was tied at 1. That's down and off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last up, Luttrell walked and then was stranded on third. Out of play with it, 1-2. Again, the LumberJacks are trying to move on to the semifinals tomorrow, with a chance to send it to a championship round tomorrow night. Both semifinals will be played in the morning tomorrow, and then the championship game Wednesday night. 1-2 in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The winner of this one plays off with either the Rush or the North Stars, which is going on right now over the right field wall on the turf field. So winner of this will be playing the winner of that one over there. 2 balls, 2 strikes on its way to Jude Luttrell, the cleanup man. Called strike 3 on the corner, 2 gone. Jacks just trying to hang on. They're going to have to do it against one of the best hitters we have here, Mark Kirkland. Kirkland 2 for 3 today, a 2-run single that brought his team within 1 in the 5th. He's all that stands in the way of the Jacks now, who are all on their feet on the first base dugout. First pitch skied into right center. This is going to be playable. Isaiah Alvarez is there, and the Jacks hang on to move on to the semis, a 4-3 final. Jared Heilman comes in and gets the job done as he locks this down with a 2-inning save. And the LumberJacks, who just nearly got knocked off, will take this ball game by 1 to move to 3-0 on the year against the Grizzly. And again, will face off in the semis tomorrow morning. Well, it didn't take much offense here today like we anticipated, because we knew these 2 arms that were going at it were going to be tough. And for the LumberJacks, they were just barely able to win this one, and all became because of a wild pitch and a hit batter. That's going to do it for us here in game number 1. Anticipate game number 2 coming up here at noon. Blue Sox and Haymakers are likely to start here in about 30 minutes. So again, if you are joining us looking for that ball game, which was slated to start right about now, Blue Sox Haymakers will probably get underway here in about 30 minutes at 12 noon. So anticipate a 12 o'clock first pitch for our next quarterfinal game. One last time for you. Final score from Palm Springs Stadium. The LumberJacks hang on and end up taking this one by a 4-3 final. Ubaldo Romo will pick up the victory. We'll talk to you here shortly for game number 2. If you're a Grizzly fan, we want to thank you for joining us all season long. The Grizzlies have been given an early exit here in the quarters. The LumberJacks moving on. We'll talk to you here shortly, but in case we don't, enjoy what's left of your Tuesday afternoon, everybody.